It is my pleasure today to introduce Linda Thunberg. Linda is a master hypnotist, life between lives hypnotist, childhood chakra practitioner, and she's also the president and CEO of the National Association of Transpersonal Hypnotherapists, NATH. She is dedicated to empowering individuals to create lasting, transformative change in their lives. With her compassionate approach, she helps clients uncover new possibilities, often leading to a profound shift in mindset and a renewed zest for life. And Linda submitted her full hypnosis bio today and forgot to include all of her wonderful intuitive abilities because she has been at the ARE all week teaching, it was CHT, right? So a certified hypnotherapist course out at the ARE. But Linda is also an intuitive, evidential medium and provides healing and messages in that way. And she's the best. And I'm very grateful to be able to introduce her today. So in addition to being a certified Master Transpersonal Hypnotherapist, Linda is an addictions hypnotherapist, life between lives hypnotherapist, and a quantum healing hypnosis therapist. She is also a certified medium from Delphi University, a certified life coach, and an ordained minister. Through her company, Transpersonal Power, she facilitates sessions and teaches courses on metaphysics and hypnosis across the U.S. Linda's dedication to holistic healing and education continues to inspire those she works with, helping others to awake their potential. Please join me in welcoming Linda.
Thank you. Thank you, Stephanie. And thank you, Trish and Stanley and all of you who asked me to come here while I was in town this week.
It's just a little bit. No offense to Stephanie.
Better.
Yeah, that's
Hello out there in Zoom land. Anyway, it is an honor to be here in front of you today. And as we are talking about letting our light shine and letting our light shine to the world, my talk is on navigating the fog. Who's ever been in the fog? We all want to shine our light, right? We all want to be that love and that light and that God within us and all of that. However, sometimes we get in the fog, whether that's the fog in our minds, whether that's the fog in our bodies, whether that's the fog in our spirits. Circumstances, journeys take us elsewhere, don't they? And maybe it's just our soul path, who knows? I want to tell you a little story about my fog, and I'm hoping that you can relate. Maybe it'll spark something in you about faith, about, on those beautiful sunny days at the beach, we can go there and go, yes, God is all around us and in us and through us. And on those foggy days, what do? Where is it? So, I've been on many journeys. Who's been on a journey lately? Whether it's in your personal life, your professional life, the world. We've all been there, I think. I know we've all been there. So I've been on a few journeys this year, got remarried, so I'm on a new journey of being married. And we went up on a trip up to Canada. I'm a kayaker. My husband's hasn't been that much of a kayaker, but he's a good guy. He's willing to do anything. And our friends that we were staying with up in Canada on the sound of the ocean had a couple of kayaks. So of course I say, we can go out kayaking. Now the water's 53 degrees in Canada. Even though it's 75, 80, the water's cold. And we are on the sound of the ocean, right? We're right there. But it's calm, it's very nice and sunny. And there's an island out in front of my friend's house, and he says, you know what? It takes you about an hour and a half. You can just go around that island and come back in. Perfect. So we start our journey. How many of us have started our journey so excited? This is going to be so exciting. Whether you're starting a new healing modality, whether you are getting a new certification, whether you are just on that journey of life, getting remarried, right? Whatever it is, having that new person in your life. We're all excited when it begins, aren't we? This is going to be great. Obviously, I am led to do this. Yes? And we go. So we go out on our kayaks. It's sunny outside. We go around this island, and right about a quarter of the way around, when we could see the rest of the ocean in the sky, I said, there's fog rolling in. I used to sail, there's fog rolling in. The little voice in the back of my head, inside me, through me, guides, whatever you call it, is going, turn around. It's the safest thing to do is turn around and go back the way that you know, right? I was in Canada, I had no GPS on my phone. We didn't have a map, we were just going around this little island, right? And my husband says, but you know what? It'll be okay. It's way far out there. We just have this little island to go around. So what do? Do you listen? How many times do we have that little voice in our head, our little voice within us, the voice of our guides, the voice of God, the voice of spirit, whatever you want to call it, saying, maybe you should go back. And as our human side of us goes, you know what, it'll be okay. It'll be fine. Everything's fine, right? So we continue. Fog comes in. And I mean, I have never been in a fog. You could not see anything except for the island right next to us. You could not see anything. It was just gray, flat, white, nothing, absolutely nothing. Okay, well, we're here now, then what do? Okay, well, maybe we'll get some help from our spiritual side and we'll just keep going, right? We can do this, because then I believe that our human side of us kicks in and goes, we can do this. We made this decision. I know I was supposed to turn around, but here we are, we're going to do it. And we do, don't we? We just keep going. Well, let me tell you, about 3 hours later, we are still in the fog. We are still having this island beside us. And I'm starting to go, wonder if we're still at that island. Wonder if we're somewhere else. I wonder where we are. How many times in our journey, no matter what it is, do we go, what did I do? Right? I didn't listen. Where am I? What did I do? Right? And then what do? We usually call out for help, don't we? Excuse me, one second. We usually call out for help. Who do we call first? Other humans, do we not? Logical thing to do. So I did have a tiny bit of reception on my phone, so I call our friends on the shore, right? I don't know where we are. We're in the fog. Yeah, we see that, and the tide's coming in, you know. Their tides are 25 foot high. Not kidding. Okay? Just keep following the island to the right of you, and then the first opening you get, you're going to turn left, and you're going to come right to our cove. Okay. They had no boats. They couldn't come out and get us, right? I'm going, okay, I'll keep it to the right. You guys might want to call somebody, because now we're into 5 hours.
Oh my gosh.
We're still kayaking. So, go around, then what do you start doing? I could use some help, guys, you know, just a little help from wherever you get your other help, right? But where's your faith? Your faith is going, I didn't listen. I don't know if I'm going to get out of this one, right? Anyway, continue on our little journey, and we get to the first opening, or so we thought. I said, okay, we got to go left. We're going to go left. We're going to go straight. We're going to get to their house. I even heard a foghorn, and they had like a fish hatchery not far from their house, and they always had their horns going, right? So I'm going, we're going the right direction. We turned to go straight and left, and I knew we were going in the ocean. I mean, in the ocean. The waves started to be almost 2 feet high, and I'm going, we're not on ocean kayaks. We're in kayaks with the holes in them. And my husband's a good kayaker, but he's not neither one of us, I'll say, are really proficient. And I'm going, but I know better than that. They come over us, they're going to swamp us. We're down, right? In 53-degree water. So what do you do then? And what do we do when we are on a journey and we kind of go, I can handle this on my own. I don't need any spiritual help. I can do this. I don't need to listen. And then we go, what? Wait, I'm coming back. I'll listen. I'm coming. I gotcha. I know, I trust in you guys. And you go back to the island. Get back to that island as soon as you can, because we were going in the ocean, right? And I'll admit it, where do you first start feeling the panic or the, oh my God, I'm really in trouble? You start feeling it in your body, don't you? And I was feeling the panic in my body. I'm going, okay, I have faith. I trust we are going to get out of this. I know our friends will get somebody to come and get us too. But I know that this isn't it, right? I know that we're going to get out of this. Meanwhile, everything's still a white sheet and you are just barely seeing this island. The water's coming up higher and higher. And I could feel it in my body. We were kayaking by that time, probably 6 or 7 hours. And I said, I've got to stop for a minute. And there was this, if anybody knows what a lobster trap looks like in the ocean, big poles. So I stopped and I hung on to a pole. Now, why I did that, my husband's going, no, we have to keep going. We can't stop. And I'm going, no, I need to stop here just for a minute. I needed to center myself. I needed to go, we are okay. Okay? And sometimes we need to do that on our journeys, don't we? No matter what's going on in our lives, we need to go, wait, stop. I need to ground for a minute. Everybody just stop. And so I stopped. And when I stopped, I don't know why, I don't know how, neither does he, but I knew it was just, okay, I'm not in charge anymore. Just bring it in, bring us home, right? Bring us back to land. And I look over to my left where we had just come from, and there was a fishing boat. No motor, no nothing, but like the fog lifted just enough that I could see this guy in his boat. And I start yelling to him, my husband starts yelling to him, and he comes over to us in this little, right outside of it, and he goes to us, what are you guys doing out here? It's pretty foggy. And we went, what are you doing out here? It's pretty foggy. And he goes, well, it's the strangest thing. I was going out to fish in the ocean. I own one of these little islands, and I was going out to fish out in the ocean. And I was literally told, turn around and fish right here. Now, what is that? Is that a coincidence? Is that divine intervention? What is it? We don't question it, do we? We just go, thank you, thank you, thank you. But if I wouldn't have stopped, if he wouldn't have turned around, he said, I never fish here. And he said, I was just about ready to go home because the fog's too much for me. He was literally moving by his GPS on his phone, but he was Canadian, right? He said, I was literally about to leave. But how does that work? I stopped, he came. Or did, divine intervention happen? Because I said, just stop. I need to believe in this. I need to trust, right? So literally, he puts us on ropes on the back of his, and it was just a little rowboat with a motor. And he puts us on ropes, and we're holding on to ropes in our kayak. I'm still praying. I'm still meditating. I'm still going, okay. And he's up there with his cell phone to get us back to Back Bay where we needed to be, right? He hit mud once. Oh. And I, as a boater, I know what that is. When all the mud comes up, he's hit ground, he's hit a sandbar, he's hit something, and you're going, okay, we're okay. But you have to hold your faith, don't you? And it kind of wavers sometimes. So how do you navigate the fog? And that's just a question that I'll ask all of you. He got us back. And as he got us back, where the fish hatchery was. My friend was on somebody else's boat ready to come and get us. His wife had the Coast Guard out ready to find us. There was like 3 or 4 different people that were ready to come get us, right? But did we know that? We didn't know that. You didn't know anything. You just held on to your faith. So literally my question to you guys is, what practices do you do to hold on to your faith? How do you get through those times when you're navigating your journey through the fog? Because we all have them. And sometimes it's literally a moment of just hanging on. But we have to hang on. Well, we don't have to. We always have choices. But if you choose to hang on, I truly, truly believe and know that we'll be okay. That you'll get through that journey. That it will look exactly, be exactly how it's supposed to be. Excuse me. So, water went down the wrong way. So, hang on, I have a little quote here. So, who are you listening to? They do come in. Those voices, large or small, guides, your higher self, spirit. Sometimes it says stop or go back. Sometimes it says, go ahead, you can do it. You can do it. Who are you listening to? Don't be embarrassed to ask for help. Pull in your trust in your body, in your mind, in your spirit. They have to, or when they combine, when the body, mind, and spirit come together as one in trust, I believe that's when really everything can happen. Were we standing in the way of our own journey? Usually we are we not? So where are you standing in the way of your own journey, and where are you perhaps not listening to that small little voice? Maybe it's a big voice. And it can come not only in a kayak, it can come while you're driving down the road, it can come in your sleep, it can come first thing in the morning, it can come whenever it comes. But are we centered enough and stop for a minute to listen for it, to listen to it? The Hebrews 11 says, now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. So where is the faith? When we can't see it, it's still there. We just have to ask. A lot of times we don't ask. And our guides, God's Spirit, is always around us and through us and as us. But if we don't acknowledge that, if we don't listen to that, if we don't ask for that, do we get it? So I'm going to ask you really quickly just to close your eyes. Think about a journey that you're on right now, whatever that might be. Ask for a message or a gift or a word about that journey that you're on. Notice the faith in your heart just growing bigger and stronger. Knowing that we can ask anytime. And show your gratitude for getting that word or gift or message. Knowing that you can continue on your journey. Knowing all is in divine order. You can take a deep breath. Just let it out and open your eyes. So I hope that I've helped you navigate the fog a little bit with your faith and with just wondering for yourself, where are you on your journey? And I'll leave you with that. Thank you.